Hi, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Inner Power Training, and I have a special guest today named George Powell, who I met recently. He and I are both using this amazing thing called the Lifewave patch. So he's been having some interesting experiences with it in a very short time. So we're going to talk about that. He's going to tell me some of the amazing things that have been happening with it. And I've been having my own personal experiences with it. If you haven't heard about the Lifewave patch, it's technology that has been around for a few years. David Schmidt is the CEO, who was genius enough to invent it. He has a background in biotechnology and things like that. So he was commissioned to go work with the Navy SEALs to develop something that would give them more stamina, more strength in their long, arduous tasks that they seem to go on. I guess Navy SEALs are pretty tough, but instead of using drugs and amphetamines and caffeine, the military wanted something that was natural. These patches are non-invasive. You stick them on your body and you're not putting any drugs into your body. You're not, you're stimulating the light within your own body and your stem cells. And there's a lot of talk right now about how stem cells kind of level off at a certain age, around 50. We're not producing as many. So people go get stem cell injections. And, but that's putting something from somebody else's body. I think they usually come from umbilical cords into your own body. With these patches, you get amazing results and you're not injecting anything. So that's what I love about it. It's all natural. So, George, why don't you tell us your experience with the patches?
Sure. I'll preface this by saying I'm 63 years old. I have a hockey background. Played for about 30 years off and on, men's leagues. I got beat up pretty good. It's one of those sports that you do take a lot of beating in over the years, and it's part of the game. And back in the day when I played, if you got injured, you played through the injuries, and which as you get older, it starts kind of playing a role in your life, and you have flashbacks all the time. You're up. I shouldn't have probably done that because now I'm paying the price for it now. So, kind of concedes the fact that I was trying to get back into lifting weights and doing that. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and worked hard to get back into shape, but always have aches and pains and issues and problems and things like that. So, I own a business as well that was in the drug testing industry for a long period of time. When COVID hit, we kind of got more or less shut down like everybody else in the country did. We started looking for some things that would be different. So I started looking into wellness programs and looking for something as an alternative for people to stay healthy instead of getting sick and then having to treat the sick. So I thought it would be a much better play in the long run to find something that's completely different. So I said, why don't we look something completely off the grid and start looking at patches? Because patch technology has been around for 35 years with nicotine patches and things like that really do work. And it avoids all kinds of interactions with your stomach chemistry, and you don't have any peak and trough or anything like that. So we found some patches that work really well, but there are certain ingredients that go to your body that a lot of people did not want. So, for example, just yesterday we were talking about one of our patches that's a sleep patch and has lavender in it. And everybody thinks that lavender is good, and I don't have any problem with it. But one of the people we were working with said, I can't take it anymore because lavender increases estrogen in males.
Oh,
Didn't
interesting.
know that. So
I wouldn't have known that.
Never thought of it before, and started looking at the papers, and it looks like there's some validity to that. So of course that increases the incidence of prostate cancer and things like that. So you have to be very careful with even on herbs. So needless to say, I had gone out and told everybody about our patches. We were getting ready to do a launch, and one of my very, very, very good friends, and know him well, Tommy Hayes, called me, and I always use Tommy as a sounding board. He's a good friend, and Tom told me, he said, "I got something for you. You got to take it." I said, "What is it?" Because it's based on infrared that I put up. No, not going to do this. I don't believe in this. And he said, "I'm telling you, you're missing the boat. You got to give it a try." Because I put it on the other day, and some of the pains that I've had for 20 years are starting to go away. And I said, Tom, it's just, I don't know, I'm very Western medicine-ized, even though I'm doing these patches, I'm still having a hard time looking at these alternatives. And he said, trust me, just give it a try. So anyway, I went online and I ordered it underneath Tom, and went away for a seminar and came back in excruciating back pain. And got into bed that night. I said, boy, my hips are killing me from the old hockey injuries, and couldn't sleep. And I get up, went to the bathroom, and the patches were sitting. And I said, well, got nothing else to lose here. Might as well give it a try. Put the patches on, got into bed, fell asleep, slept 7 hours. Woke up,
Nice.
no better. It went to nothing.
And it was that quick.
It was that quick. It just disappeared. And I called Tom the next day. I said, this can't be real. I said, is there like methamphetamine in these? What is this? Right?
Now, did you take the X39 or the Ice Wave?
I took the Ice Wave the first day.
Okay.
And that's when I said, okay,
Pain specifically, Ice Wave.
it was incredible. So I started trying it on different areas that I had problems with. And every time I put it on, there was something different, and it would affect other parts of the body as well. So I had a broken wrist, and put it on my broken wrist, and not only solved my broken wrist pain that I had at night, but it also affected my back. I didn't have to have it in both spots. And I said, well, this is really, really interesting stuff. I want to dive more into this. So then I tried the X39, and all of a sudden my energy was better. My lifting was getting better, not as hurt. This is working out really, really well. I'm really excited about this. So did a couple of things, and then just yesterday was in the gym, was lifting, and felt like I had pulled a hernia. And I got back and was very bummed out. I said, no, this is not good. This is going to set me back another month. Want to keep moving on this. And last night, looking at it, I said, I wonder if I put that X39 and these patches on, if it would help. I get up this morning, 60% of the swelling is gone. I don't think it's a hernia. I think it's a pulled muscle, but it looks like it's actually helping with the pull muscle at this point. So I can't say anything but great things about it so far. I've only been doing it for about 2 weeks at this point, but I'm seeing immediate results, and I know how Americans are. We want to see immediate results.
Right.
And it's not something where you have to take a pill for 6 months and wait. You do see things, but the longer you go with it, I think the better results are. I
can't wait to see how I feel in 3 months, 6 months, because I've only been on it for a month, but I'm noticing more energy, feeling more youthful. I mean, I'm 76.
That's incredible.
I'm old. So when you get to be, I'm the first baby boomer. So we definitely don't want to grow old.
No,
so
we try everything to stop that.
And if you can put a little patch on your body that actually reverses aging, I'm all for it.
And I think there's some far-reaching effects of this. When you start seeing some immediate results like this, and you don't know what the long-term results are, except for the people that have been using it for a long time. And I had an amazing conversation yesterday with one of the upline people, Ron, who's a chimney sweep. I know you talked about him in some of the other videos you've done. Amazing guy, and more than willing.
How long has he been using the patch?
He's been at it since 2019.
And how much money is he making? Getting people free of pain?
He's over $1 million a year.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And he's a chimney sweep.
Chimney sweep. He's not a speaker. He's kind of a crunchy guy from California. Like I said, he was a chimney sweep. He still does it because he enjoys it. We had a 2-hour conversation yesterday. $1 million guy gets on the phone with you and spends 2 hours with you, telling you about how he got successful, how he can help you be successful. That's what I love about the program, is that you're working together as a team. You're working with me.
Right.
Tom's working with me. It's kind of this lost art of teamwork that you don't see in this country anymore. That's what I like.
Yeah, that's what I love. The energy of it, the vibration. And I've only met a few people, but I call it a 5D business because everybody just wants to help other people, feel better. I really think it activates your light body too. And everything is made out of light.
Absolutely. And the technology, you do have to study it a little bit, especially if it's foreign to you. You're not, you don't don't really look at the crystal technology and you're not understanding that, you do have to do a little bit of studying into it to see what it is. Or not, just take the results and be happy with it. That's the other
Exactly.
side of it. You
You
know, if you
just
don't
be a
want to,
customer.
if you just want to be a customer, try it out. My brother, who is 16 years older than I am, so he's almost 80. And I gave him some. He had polio when he was a kid. His wife has got bone-on-bone knee problem. They're very skeptical about things. They've never agreed with me on anything. And I met him for breakfast the other day, and I said, just try it. I go, what do you have to lose? You're 80 years old. You come to the end anyway. So he looked at me and he goes, well, that's grim, but let's give it a try. Called me and he said, I don't believe it. I can't believe it. Even less
Getting
than
results.
that was it right away. He came in and signed up with me.
Great.
So
Yeah.
that's the testimony alone. There's somebody who's older, kind of set in their ways, doesn't really care about these types of changes, tries. And not only that, he said, I know people all over that are in certain types of pain, and this could really make a difference in people's lives. And I think that's really what we're here for, especially post-COVID.
Absolutely. Pain is huge, I think, with people. As I started to get older, I met people all the time with chronic pain that are miserable. And I was in the pharmacy not too long ago, and this poor man came in who you could tell he was in terrible pain. And he was telling the pharmacist, my insurance company just told me I'm going to have to pay like $500 or $600 a month for my pain pills.
Yeah.
They changed everything, and people are getting desperate to get rid of pain.
Well, with the government cutback, and COVID really did a number of things. First of all, it enlightened us, that we are not a healthy society. That's the first
Right.
thing. That first wave, especially when everybody got sick and there was a lot of deaths, irregardless of where it came from, it hurt the country in a big way. It also made the government spend a lot of money on testing, treatment, the whole thing. So now they're cutting back. You're seeing cutbacks in Medicaid, you're seeing cutbacks in Medicaid, you're seeing insurance companies, not paying for things that they used to pay. And I've been in the addiction recovery business for 30 years at this point, and I'm seeing that there's no money going into that, and that industry is getting wiped out slowly but surely. So, the days of when you were in pain, they would give you 90 days of OxyContin.
Right.
And you don't need 90 days of OxyContin. You shouldn't have 10 days of OxyContin. We should try to fix the problem, use that as a bridge type situation, and then try to get rid of the Band-Aid. And that's not what we did during those time frames. Well, now, you've got these people that are all addicted and they can't get past their pain. And this is a problem. So again, when you start looking at alternative programs like Lifewave, you got to solve that pain first. So if I'm an addict, I'm not going to get well because I need the medication to control the pain. If I can control the pain and then start doing the therapy to get away from all this, now I've got a program. So as you start looking at all these programs that have happened, programs like Lifewave can change everything.
Right. Because I'm a firm believer, the body wants to heal itself. If you give it the right messages, products, you don't have to just cover up the pain, which is all pain pills are doing. They're not correcting the problem.
When you think about it, we're designed to heal.
Right. We are.
And if you're clouding it with gluten, so you're clouding it with all of these different drugs, it doesn't give it the opportunity to heal until you get to the point that it can't do it anymore because your brain shuts down.
That's right.
So your brain has to constantly be functioning. And I believe after just a short period of time that this does help. And I can't figure out why yet. And I'm really anxious to see what I'm going to be a month from now.
Well, I guess David knows how it works. He's got over 100 patents all over the world for these patches. And this patch is in more than 100 countries.
It's incredible.
So if you do for $133, you can sign up, get a 30-day supply of the X39 and buy the products wholesale, but you can talk to other people about it and see. And I find everybody I talk to perks up, wants to know more.
I think, and again, I think COVID helped this. I think because people are desperate now, they want to see a difference and they're afraid. I want to be well. I want to feel good. I want to get back in the gym. Ron's put on like 15 pounds of muscle. I think Kevin did as well. And,
yes.
And they're doing their regular workouts, but they never got that type of result before because it seems to clear the pathways and everything reawakens.
David Schmidt was explaining that it stimulates some kind of peptides in the body that are related to muscle. And if you go work out, you actually develop more muscle, not fat, but muscle, and you're stronger and you feel better.
And anybody knows that if you go into the age management programs, it's, for males, it's testosterone and
Right.
peptides and things like that. But when you take testosterone, your natural testosterone shuts down after a period of time, and that's normal. It's not a bad thing. And as you get in your 60s and 70s, replacement is fine. But HGH never increases. I think this helps with that. I think because you feel more alert, you feel awake. I mean, there's some nights when I take this, I'm like, wow, I have so much energy. I could still get up and keep going. That feels so good. And we're just talking about 2 or 3 of the patches, the X39, X49, and the ice one. There's still other patches out there that they're in the portfolio that I haven't even tried yet. And,
There's one called glutathione that the actress Suzanne Summers talks about. She talked about it 12 years ago because she was battling breast cancer and refused chemotherapy and traditional medical treatment.
mm-hmm.
She got involved with Lifewave and found that this glutathione, which our bodies use and produce, but this ramps it up so that it detoxifies you. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I mean, I believe in the program now. And again, it's a short period of time. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in a month.
I know. It's exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm like a little kid at Christmas time at this point. I want to see where we're going to, I want to open the presents. Don't open them all now.
Right. Well, this is the thing. I mean, if people can contact you, do you want to give them your email address?
Yeah. Let's see. You could I'm going to give my old one. So I'm still on AOL. That tells you how old I am. So it's Powell, POWELLG 40 at AOL.com.
Powell. Say that again. Powell.
POWELLG 40 at AOL.
40 at AOL. Good. Okay, that's Powell, POWELLG 40 at AOL.
And I'll be glad to help anybody with this. Love to talk to you about it and tell you about my history as we keep going. I mean, we're gonna really change things with this.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you another little clue with George. He is in contact with this man who's making $1 million a year with no background in multi-level or anything. And he's going to be communicating with him on a regular basis to learn the secret of how you can too.
One of the things that I was so impressed with after only 20 minutes, he said, I can see that you're really going to be good at this. And if you follow it directly the way I did it, you'll be in the same position. And I'll help anybody that wants to be in that position.
That is
because it's all about helping each other out and getting people well. And that was the mission we came up with the minute we said we're going to go to Patrick. That's why I said, well, we're going to be good friends because we get it. We understand each other. So.
Excellent. Because when someone's figured out the formula, and it's not like you're selling, you're just, it's really a very different type
You're
of
helping people. You're helping people.
You're helping.
And frankly, I got my first commission check after 4 days.
Me too. Isn't that amazing? I've never gotten commission checks from anybody that fast.
Absolutely shocked. So
yeah, it's pretty incredible. I've gotten 4 now.
That's great. Congratulations.
I have a few people that are we're working with right now, but it's just natural to go out and share it with people. And
yeah, and just tell your friends. And I mean, just if you know anybody that's in any type of pain or anxiety, give them a sample. Try it. In fact, that's what I've done right now. I put together a little sample package and I just give it to friends and say, give it a shot, see what you think.
Yep.
It doesn't hurt. It can't hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt. It's something we need in these times we're living in.
Yeah, it's nice to see some good things happen. And I think that this is the trend and I think it can really help push it along. And again, can't do anything until you feel good. Once you feel good, then you can start going to the next thing. You can take vacations, you can see your kids. You can be with your grandkids. I just had a granddaughter. I'm excited to see her because now I can move again and do the things that you want to do as a grandparent. So these things are really, really going to help us out as the next part of life goes on here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, George. And I'm going to, put this on my YouTube channel and we'll send you a link to.
Super. Thanks, Rebecca.
Friends. And it was great talking to you.
You too. Thanks so much.
Okay.
It was fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.